Ho, what's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day bringing you the next one, the next dbad knife. So this one right here, I have to say, this is awesome. And after a crazy night we just had with a micro burst blowing trees all in our yard, I needed something really cool to go through. And this is something cool. So I want to show you something. This right here is my EDC fixed blade. I mean, I have many, but this one I carry the majority of the time. This is the Fremont Gentleman's Skinner. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful knife, right? It works really, really good. It does everything it's supposed to do, but there's always room for improvement. So I designed an improvement, and I have to say that my belt knife situation has just changed. So here you can see side by side the Gentleman's Skinner to the dbad Little Big Man, and you can see a whole bunch of really good stuff. And then watch this. Whoa. One of these two is double the other one. Now we put away this guy right here. And let's get into this guy right here. From ricasso to tip, we are looking at a 4-inch blade with a 3-inch cutting length. Actually, let's see. I think it's actually different than that. We are looking at a 3-inch cutting length. We're looking at a 3 7/8. That sounded wrong in my head. Cutting edge, right, to a 4-inch blade to a 4.5-inch grip. Now this was the deal, and I'm going to pull this back out to show you. Especially when you have big hands. Whenever you get a knife that's got a 4 and under blade size, they generally give you a shortened grip, so your hand goes past it. Luckily, one of the reasons I love this one is because it's long enough to where you can still grab it and hold on. Many of them you'll have like a 3.5-inch grip, and I said, well, that's not good enough. So what I did is I took a full grip, 4.5-inch grip. That means, look at that, with giant hands, it's all the way through the hand. All the way through the hand. 4.5 inches. It is beautiful. You can see the contouring goes from an in and out, and these grooves right here in the black micarta make all the freaking difference. It is pinned, it is epoxied, it is 100% true full tang of 1/4-inch 5160 steel. Just amazing in the hand. Everything is contoured to be an anybody's grip type knife. I love it. Kydex. We want a Kydex with this one. And you see they did a Kydex clipper. Now, what I've been doing, I've been wearing it like that. And I can move my leg all the way around and it doesn't come off. It doesn't go anywhere. I really like that. It's one of the good things. If I wanted to clip it to the belt, I just slip it over the belt. It's a take on and off without having to take on and off. You can use your thumb if you want to make sure you're not pulling it, even though here I am, can't even pull it off. You can use your thumb and push, and that way if it's in the pocket, you don't have to pull out the whole sheath. Sometimes what I do is I just pull the whole thing out. I'm ready to go. That way you don't cut your, you're not cutting your clothing, your side, or your hands when you pull it out. Boom. All right. I really like it. What I might do is customize this to my belt size because I pretty much wear the same belt all the time. So what you do, it's pretty simple. You take, I'm not going to take off my belt. You take your belt and you shove it through, actually I'm going to go this way. You shove it through your Kydex, right? So it's all the way through. Then what you do is you just take a little heat gun, you heat right here, and then you press it down, and it forms around your belt. So you can customize the loop to the belt you wear so it fits like a freaking glove every single time. And I think I might actually take you guys downstairs and do that. We might turn on the old heat gun and just press this guy into a perfect belt loop. But I really like the way this works already because I don't like having to take my belt off every time I want to, or put a new belt and line it through. Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. I just like to be able to take, and doing it in the pocket has worked out really well for me. And you know how the jeans will have the third pocket right here? What I've been doing is putting the actual tip inside the pocket with the third pocket holding that. And what that does is it just gives it a little extra protection, a little extra hide. That way, here's the sheath right here. If the t-shirt's right there, you can see the bottom of the sheath sticking out. Not when I do it that way. So it works out perfect. I really, really like that. You have lashing. You have points for everything. If you really wanted to do a belt loop, you could do the leather belt loops or whatever kind of belt loops you do with lashing. Anything you want to do is fine. It's perfect. Comfort is all what it's supposed to be. I've been using it and I haven't touched up this edge. Ooh, I guess I didn't have to. So I honestly wasn't sure if I dulled it or not. Oh crap. Well, you can see the hollow spot here. I think I just lost all my little hairs. There's a couple of them. There's a couple of them. But they're on my leg. All right. So anyway, you can see the spot I just shaved. It comes sharp, and you're thinking, wait a second, that blade is 3 7/8 on the cutting edge with a 1/4 inch thick. There's no way it's gonna be sharp. No, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They did an amazing job on this knife. I'll tell you what, if you need that self-protection knife, that get in and out knife, something that's going to hide and not stick out that much, something that you could just put in your hand and nobody would ever know coming, that could be it. But this thing is an EDC. And who makes this EDC? Well, the guy who makes pretty much all my knives right here, my man AJ. Another one. This isn't the same paper I keep showing you over and over again. This came with this knife like the other one came with the other knife. So this guy right here, he's just, it's madness how good he is. It's madness. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing outside. We're going to go through. I love this. I freaking love this. This, without even the ability to go ahead. I've only been able to carry it with me for a couple days now. I had to, I'm not going to retire this, but I'll tell you what, this thing is going to be with me a lot more. A lot more. This is so crazy nice. I'm trying to think of things that I might be able to do. Okay, so let's say I got an envelope from the registry. You want to open your mail, because you remember it is an EDC. So it's not glued, so I'm having a hard. It's not, normally when they're sealed, you just stick the knife in and do that. But so here we go. Look at that. You got to open your mail. Remember, it's an EDC. EDC is going to be used everyday carry. That means for everything. That means tasks like opening your mail, right? But it can do so much more. So let's do so much more. All right. So this beauty is going to begin life at the stump. Let's do a couple of 4-foot drops. Ooh, I wasn't sure if it was going to drop straight with the balance because it's got the 4.5 inch grip, which on a small EDC, I've never had a grip this wonderful. This wonderful. Let's see. How's that tip going to be? It's a 1/4 inch thick. Look, you're not going to bend it. It's just not going to happen. Couple of hard downward throws. I'm not going to damage it. Wow, it's got some bite. For a 1/4 inch thick blade. Did you hear that thud? Look at how deep this is. Ugh. Look at how deep that was. Right there is how much blade just went into there with that big thick spine. This guy is freaking awesome. Man, I am so happy I designed this knife. I am so happy. So, I just slid right off of it. Whoop, cuts nylon rope. Of course it cuts nylon rope. It's an EDC. It's an EDC. Trying to think of what we could do here. Obviously, it's an EDC and not your major camp knife. But you're out camping and you need firewood. And you're thinking, well, I got to process some wood. All right, well, let's get it done then. let's get it done. Nice baton, right? All right. Look at this, man. Look at this. Of course it's going to go through. It's a blade. It's a blade. Couldn't expect anything less, right? You need to process, you're going to process. Oh, you need to get that fire started. Wow. Wow, that digs in. The grind that they did on this thing, I mean, just a spectacular job. Now, normally with a blade this short, there's no chopping at all. But because I gave it a proper handle, check this out, man. You hold it at the end of that handle, you just got yourself a 7-inch knife that's gonna chop like a 7-inch knife. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Is it gonna carve? It's an EDC. Of course it's gonna carve. It's made to do everything. It's made to do everything. This knife is a beast. All right, so let's go with the old pulls. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Look at this. Got to get a fire started? Absolutely no problem. This knife is, look at this, man. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. This knife is just built. It is absolutely built. And here's my actual baton. All right, so this thing is made to be an absolute beast. Oh, you know what we didn't do? You know what we didn't do? We didn't notch with it. So let's get it. Wow. The bite is just insane. It's just insane. Man, you got to do a little bit of notching. Maybe you're going to build yourself a little campsite. Maybe you need, you know, to put together a chair in the wild for a place for you to sit. You want that proper knife that's going to give you everything. Everything. Let's see. Look at that. It's a 3-inch freaking 4-inch blade. There's just... Wait, let's do this right away. Let's do this right away. I'm going to adjust you. I'm going to adjust you. Oh, it almost got you. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. That didn't take long. So, even the small ones, you can chuck around the world. All right, so let's go over here to one of the fallen trees. One of the fallen trees. I've got one fallen tree. Got a big triple guy over there. I've got another one right here. So, now that we had an exciting night, let's have some fun here. Let's have some fun here. It's an EDC. It's an EDC with a short blade. Of course it can do that. So let's get under the bark without cutting the wood. Why? Because you can. Because this is your EDC. Guys, this is the 1/4-inch EDC pocket size that you've been waiting for, that you've been looking for, that you've been hoping for. This is the one. Look at this. You need to make yourself a nice walking stick. You want to get rid of some of that harsh bark. Look at this. Smooth and beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Smooth and beautiful. Look at this, man. You're doing some whittling, things like that. Just a little removal of whatever it's called. Removal of some little branches because you're going to make some arrows or some spears, things like that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This thing is awesome, man. This thing is awesome. This is my new EDC. And luckily, after this review, I'm going to post the video. I'm going to send them the photos. I'm going to send them my write-up on it, which I still haven't even done. I have to do my write-up because when you go to the Khukuri House and you open up to look at a knife, it comes with a write-up. And the write-up describes everything about the blade, what it's for, this and that. And I'm the one that has to write up my blade. So when you see all those descriptions, and you're thinking, wow, they really have some guy over there that's really good at this. It's me. So Here is my trampoline. Told you it's an EDC. And an EDC needs to perform like an EDC. So think about it. This is a lot like skinning right here. Maybe you got yourself a rabbit, something like that. Well, it's not going to be hard to dispatch and take care of all that rabbit fur when you have an EDC that can get it done. This thing, man, it's got so much sap on it right now. This thing is sweet. So, guys, I mean, you're looking for an everyday belt carry. You're one of those people that says, hey, I just don't like folders. I don't like anything with a moving part in the middle because it takes away strength. This is the one you want right here. You want something the size of a folder. You know what I mean? If you're large folders, if you have a large folder with a 4.5 inch overall, closed length, then it pops open to that because this is the blade size that would fit into that. This is what you're going to get, except it's fixed blade, which means less moving parts, which means naturally stronger. So everything that you would have in your EDC pocket knife right here. And you can take that with that sheath because it's a leaf-shaped sheath, boop, and you can actually stick that right inside your pocket. You don't even need to clip it. You know what I mean? This thing right here is every single thing that I wanted my EDC to be. That's what I made here. And you even have a lanyard hole. So, this is the dbad Little Big Man. And it is every bit of that. I love the way my handle came out. Again, the grooves, you're going to separate sweat from the hand. They're going to be little channels. In the cold, you're going to trap heat between your hand and these, and it's going to keep your hand slightly warmer than normal, all because of those little grooves. They actually serve a purpose. It's not just grip, and the grip that it provides is fantastic. So, the Khukuri House from Nepal, man, did they do it again. Knocked it out of the park. They take my designs and they turn them into museum quality pieces of art, man. I'll tell you what, this thing is awesome. This is going to be with me a lot, and I mean a lot. So, wow. Hold on a second. All right, I almost forgot. I want to customize this to my belt, right? I'm really kind of on the fence of whether I wanted to or not because I like the way it works now, but I can customize it to my belt and still get the same exact use out of it. But when I do carry it on the belt, I can have it clicked in exactly to this belt. You can see how the clip goes up when you put it on a belt, right? I want to just heat right here, put it down. That way when the belt's on, the clip will always stay down. It's just a little extra, right? So it's not hard to do. All you need is a heat gun. And you're just going to put your knife in your sheath. And you're just going to heat all around your kydex until it gets soft enough to move with your hands. So what you do is every now and then you just check it to see if it's going to work. Keeping your knife in the sheath means you're not going to change the shape of your sheath around the knife. So that way it's always going to be right. So right now I'm able to move it with my thumbs. That's how fast it goes. Right, I might have to do it a little bit more, but right now you can see I'm able to just pinch it, right? And pinching it means, okay, I might have to do a little bit more, but now you see how instead of going up, it goes that way. I don't want to lose my little curl here, so I'm going to keep my curl down there. I definitely don't want to lose that because I like it. But what you do is once you do that, then it happens pretty fast. You just smush it down. And you can see right there, it's holding, that point is going to hold the shape of my belt. So when I have my belt on, it's going to just give it that little extra bit of lock. And I'm going to do it just a slight more. And you've seen how fast that was. I didn't press pause. I didn't set you down. All I did is just heat the kydex and push on it. Now what I'm going to do is, if I have something, there we go. There we go. I want to use something hard and really get in that line there and press that down. And so I think I let it cool too much between finding what I needed, so I'll have to do that again. But very, very simple. Very, very simple to do. You just heat it. And these little heat guns, you can get these for like $10 at Harbor Freight. That's it right there. You don't want to let the heat just jam on one spot, but you gotta keep it there. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to lock that down like that, and I'm just going to hold it, and you'll see the shape just happen. And while I'm doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on, and I'm just going to heat it while I hold it with that down, and it's going to press it for me and give me exactly what I wanted. So now that that is heated and pressed, I know that it's going to just be awesome. So, which it already was. But now I have a sheath that's, see that little lip right there? Now it's completely, it's still going to do that, but now it's customized to my belt, so it's got even more security. Just a simple little way to add a little bit extra to your sheath. Does it still do everything else it does? Yep, it's still going to do that. If I wanted to put it up higher, it's still going to do that. It's still going to do everything else it did, but now it's made for my belt. Simple, simple, simple. All right, so that's it. That is the dbad Little Big Man, and it is every ounce of the name. It is the Little Big Man. This guy is a beast. I couldn't be happier. The Khukuri House once again just dominates the custom knife scene. They take a design, they make a design, they kill it. They are the best. And speaking of the best, I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.